First show of the season generally opens early June. They begin rehearsals right after auditions end.
And as a director, my job, particularly at my age as I've crossed the 50 barrier, it's to pass on what I know to somebody who's 18, 16, 20, 25 so that they can carry it on to the next generation. And you get to know people real well when you spend 11 weeks with them, 3 hours, 4 hours a night, in good circumstances and in times when everybody's a little bit tired and frazzled. You find out what makes up the individual real quickly. Muni has been blessed in that its people that it casts are generally really great folks with a wonderful work ethic and a lot of talent, and it is nice to pass it down. And so that's the future. Muni is a training ground.
It's really neat. At first it poses a challenge, obviously, because you have to kind of imagine what it will look like eventually, and you have to trust that the people watching it know exactly what it will look like. But in a way it's nice too, because you have to focus on other things. You're not worried about the props and the sets and what the bed looks like, or how the sheets are on the bed. You can just worry about singing and what you're focused on at that time. And so it's neat, and then it makes it really cool once you kind of tighten that up to come out and put it on a real set and put it on a real stage, and it just adds another level. And usually, hopefully, with a lot of rehearsal, you just kind of sink right into it. And growing up and doing theater here around Springfield, it just became like a family, and like my mom would joke that it kept me out of trouble. But it's great. It's a great way to meet friends, and it's a great little family. Everybody looks out for each other, and the Muni is just a great outlet. It gives people just opportunities to do what they love, without having to go to New York or Chicago or Los Angeles. It's right here in our own backyard. Outside day starts to dawn.
I started out in Peter Pan, and I can't remember if it was like the second or the third or the fourth Peter Pan. I don't know, but I was a lost boy in the Peter Pan, and I had one line, and it was, "Look, it's Peter," and it was the time of my life, and the Muni was really magical back then. I mean, you go backstage, and it's it's this wonder world, even though it's like paint cans everywhere, and it's concrete and grass. I mean, it's nothing special, but it is special. For some reason, it's got this magical quality about it. So when I was in high school and grade school or whatever, you come out to the Muni on family night or whatever, and you see all these actors on stage, and I always said to myself, I'm going to be up there one day, and I'm going to be doing that, and everybody will be applauding for me, and it'll be great, and so I've always wanted to, have a lead role at Muni, and now I sort of am in a lead role, and it's a cool thing. It really is a cool thing. So, hey, it happened to me, so it can happen to anybody, so.
In the playground of mankind, the movie in my mind.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a hobby. When I was a kid and we did the first show, I remember going home after it, and Mom came in and tucked me in to bed, and I remember telling her, "Gee, I'd like to do this for the rest of my life." Well, I've pretty much had that as a blessing.
I'll give you a world to conquer when you're grown. You will be who you want to be. You can choose whatever heaven grants, as long as you can have your chance. I swear I'll give my life for you.
I get a little emotional because there are people that come and go out at Muni, and you lose people as you lose them in life. So Muni is family, Muni is home, and that's what makes it worth doing, because there is no paycheck. And the way that it's worth it is because of the people, and that's what makes it fun.
Get a lot done tonight. It's late. Undress, hang up, and get home and get rest, okay? We got another full day tomorrow. Thank you. It was a very productive night. You know it's long. Thank you all very much for your patience. Very good job. Thank you. Nice job, boy.